This isn't that bad. Hey everyone, it's Holybell and welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is just travel essentials for beginners, at least from my experience. Now I have very limited experience in traveling. I've only been abroad once to my mom's home country of Sierra Leone. Yeah, mom, I said it again. And just a few cities on the East Coast, as in 3. Anyway. Anyway, including a few like school-sponsored trips, such as ones to Philadelphia, and currently I'm about to go to Baltimore. I've been to Baltimore before, but I'm going to see a museum, yay! But I thought I should at least share some things that I've learned that I especially needed for my trip. Now, let's start. These are not in any specific order, they're just all important. First up is water. Not exactly in this specific container, but water is very helpful. When I was going abroad, me and my cousin decided to have some Five Guys, aka salt. It wasn't great. For the first time in my life, my feet swelled. My feet have never swollen, like, ever. So, drink some water. Also, on my trip with my best friend to New York, it was a heat wave and I didn't think about this and I didn't bring a water bottle. Water really helps. It clears your mind, it clears your body, and it's tasty, so just take a sip. Another thing to take would be a camera. Now this is the Canon Rebel SL1. This is not mine. This I borrowed from my school because my school is awesome. But yeah, just, you know, click, take a picture. And it doesn't have to be a DSLR. I currently use, that I'm filming right now, a Canon G7X Mark II. You don't have to get the Mark II. You don't even have to get the Mark I. You can always use your phone. I have a Note 5. The phone's camera is decent, like the rear facing one. Front facing one, we're not going to talk about that, but it's good. If you have an iPhone, all the better. I don't exactly like Apple products, but their phones, I cannot deny, those cameras are amazing. So make sure you take one. I use an S7 on my trip to New York, and let's just say some firefighters were very excited to splash us on the bus and I almost lost it. Now going on the last tip, bring a cell phone. This is my phone. Like I said before, it's the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. Because this is most similar to my old phone, which is an S5. The S5 was also unlocked. This is unlocked. Bring an unlocked cell phone. I was pretty much just stranded with no internet when I went to Sierra Leone because the infrastructure is not exactly the best, and without this being unlocked, I pretty much wouldn't be able to keep in communication with my mom and my sisters and my brother and, you know, stuff. So unlocked phones, even though they are a little bit more expensive or like harder to get because of all the hoops you have to jump, get them. It really helps. You never know if you might be in a different country someday, and I obviously didn't. I prepared in advance. Going off that again, bring headphones. Headphones you actually like. These are the only versions of the Samsung headphones that I like. I do not like the newest ones. They don't fit my ears the best and they kinda don't feel nice at all. So I stay with these. The ones on the airplanes, yeah, they suck. Bring your own. If it has to be the noise canceling one, if it has to be like some cheap ones like this, they're not really that cheap, but yeah, just bring your own. You know how your ears are. So now that you've got your camera, your phone, your headphones, a drink of water, now you need all the extra stuff. Extra battery. Despite me loving my phone, it does not have an interchangeable battery, like at all. I can't expand the memory, I can't expand the battery, so I might as well get an external one. This is made by Anker, and it is about, I believe, 20,000 milliamps, if I'm right. Editing me, do your magic. But yeah, this thing can charge my phone about 4 times, like to full. And nowadays, since the battery's kind of conking out on me, since I've had it almost a year plus, maybe 5 times, who knows. Also, staying with batteries, get extra batteries for your camera. Canon's batteries kinda suck, I'm not gonna lie. So I got some off-brand batteries that, even though it was like your warranty will disappear, I need to use my camera for longer. So I have these, and I also have 2 more off-market. And the off-market ones, 2 of those cost me like 1/2 of this. So I think it's worth enough money for that, yeah. Also, extra memory cards. This is my PNY 32 gigs. I'm planning on getting a 64 at some point, but those are really expensive. Make sure you have a lot of these. I filled up my other one, which is from Transcend, which is currently in the camera, in about a week in Sierra Leone, because we were in a car all the time, and that very continuous, like high-speed continuous shooting mode takes up so much space. And then I was also doing with like the most detail possible, 60 frames per second, that kind of thing. Yeah, and I had to film a wedding also, so bring extra of everything if you can. That makes sense. Like, you can get like 8 of these and then put in like a tiny little container that's just like, I don't know, the size of a really tiny like journal, and you're good. So much space in such a little space. Now this one's a little weird, but I have forgotten it a few times. I live away from home at college, so I technically consider I'm traveling personally. When I was at New York, I did lose a few things that were very important and had a mini panic attack. Namely, I almost lost a card key for our door. I left my keys at home, actually this home where I go to school, and had to go home and wait for someone to open the door for me, so that was nice. It's spring break. And I almost forgot my keys coming back to school. So remember to keep your keys with you. Even if you're not going to be at home for a long time, you're traveling for 3-6 months, remember to take your home keys. You don't want to come back from an amazing trip and then realize, I can't get back home because I don't have any way to get inside my home. You know, yeah, it's not exactly the most intuitive and most spoken about thing, but if you're like me and very forgetful, remember to bring your keys. Like, I even have these things on it so I know it's mine, but I looked at them and I didn't take them, and I realized an hour after we started driving. So anyway, those are a few unorthodox things. Well, not all of them, at least the last one. Things that I thought should be, you know, reminded, because you think I've got all my clothes, I've got my passport, I got my passport card, I've got all the important documents, and then you forget your shoes. Like, it happens to the best of us. So I thought I'd remind people, at least the things that I struggled with. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!